What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and we're going to be talking about some of the things that are coming tomorrow to Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Tomorrow, if you're watching this video later, would have been October 25th, where they're going to be rolling out part 2 of the Most Feared. Now, you're going to have some opportunity to get some free players. We're going to talk about those players in a second. What I would encourage you guys to do is, if you haven't already, finish up getting those 75 wins. Like I've spoken to you guys about before, this is probably going to be my last time. Like 75 wins, I don't care if they give you 6 months. Like, it's ridiculous because the things that go on in the game, it's supposed to be quick and painless. But this right here, bro, is not quick and painless. So I'm pretty much like right now, you know, I got 8 games left, but it's really, really wild. And, you know, it's extremely time consuming, especially with the fact that you'll play a guy that'll take you into the 4th quarter and it's just like it never stops. A dude will just, EA will just make the games, some of the games, impossible, and it's just not designed to be that way. Even though with a 50-yard pass, the game ends, it's not that easy, especially with the way that the passing game is and the animations that you get from defenders, and especially linebackers. I had a guy run me down, well, he was a man-to-man coverage with like I forgot the linebacker. I don't know who was it. I don't know who it was, but he ran down Randy Moss with a 95 speed. So those are just some of the things that are going on. Right now, these are some of the players. What they're going to be doing is when they release part 2, they're going to be giving you guys some solos, and it's going to be like a make your own challenge or something like that they were describing, where you're going to have the opportunity at this time to be able to get at least 4 90 overall NATS that I know of right now. Zadarius Smith, AJ Green, Keanu Neal, and Tariq Cohen. So you're going to probably be able to find it in this area over here. So definitely go ahead and check out, you know, some of the things that they're going to be offering and what they're going to be doing with that as we go along. And, you know, a free 90 overall NAT is a free 90 overall NAT. I know a lot of you guys are very disappointed with some of the cards that have come out. I put out the video about Peyton Manning. I am going to get to that whole comparison with Troy Aikman. If you guys need it right now and you don't care about my problems, bro, just write right now and I'm going to get at you, dog, real fast. But this is the situation, right? Even with this foolishness that's going on with this thing that I've been trying to, you know, you guys have been telling me to fumble on the 2-point conversion or whatever. I'm going to try to do it right now. But anyway, with those players that are going to be coming out, naturally, a lot of you guys, like we've already spoken about as far as the back currency, you know, with that situation, we realized very, very early that the back currency is something that we should wait on, simply because I spoke about what they did with the snow currency last year when, you know, we thought it was going to be like a high tier thing, and then it turned out that they gave away Michael Vick for free, you know, pretty much basically in Madden 19. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It was a lot easier to get it. So when you guys accumulate a lot of these, you know, temporary currencies, it becomes very, very difficult to kind of know what exactly EA is doing. So with that being said, you know, we're going to have to figure out a couple things going forward. What are we looking to do with those players? Because that's another thing you guys are going to ask me, like, yo, what are we trying to do right here? Like, these dudes is garbage. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that. Oh, wait a minute. What are we going to do right here? They said they want me to fumble, right? Or I could run back for a safety, they said. I think one dude said I could run back for a safety and the game ends. So let me go ahead and check that. We're just going to run backwards and get a safety on us. Can we get... But no, I don't think we... Let me see, because it's not going to be a safety, but I think that the game ends... Well, is it just ending without a scoring? I don't know. Let me see. We're going to run back, because somebody wrote that if we do this, we would still win the game, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. No, the game's still going on. All right, so we definitely have to fumble, it looks like. Unless they patched it. You know what I'm saying? They could have patched it, but that's what they were saying. You know, or maybe they meant get a safety to start the game. Could that have been what they were talking about? I don't know. It could have been that as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out together, though. Oh, you just go. Oh, give me that fumble. Okay, he didn't want to give me the fumble. All right, cool. We got to definitely set up our defense, though. But yeah, like I said, when you check out tomorrow when they put out the new solos or whatever else they're going to be doing to kind of get us those players, I'm going to give you guys that information as soon as it comes out. But I would encourage you guys to kind of figure what you want to do with the back currency you have right now. Many of you guys have tweeted me that you have 6 million bats, bro. Like, why are you running around as a grown man with 6 million bats? I have no idea, but it doesn't really matter about that. The bottom line of the situation is we're going to need to make sure that we're doing a lot of different things to make sure that we accumulate more and more of what they're giving us for free. So I don't really know right now if there's going to be a part 3. Some of you guys are telling me that it may be a part 3, but I didn't hear any mention of it. I know Series 3 is coming within a week, and we're going to be touching on that. But I don't know anything about a part 3 to the way that this thing is going. So right now, as it stands, with the way the market is and everything that's going on, I don't know if there is any real reason to kind of, utilize that bat currency in any other way other than to try to see what you can get for it right now. So this is what I would suggest. If you're gonna go through it and pick your own player, with the players that I just named, remember, Tariq Cohen was I believe he was a theme king. One of these things that was going on, the theme builders that were there earlier, I think he was the Bears, right? But I didn't do the Bears yet, but I think he was the Bears player. So if you guys have been holding on to him or you are a Bears fan, I think that card is going to be kind of glitchy. You know what I'm saying? The only issue is, let me just double check. Okay, yeah, he has a power up, so he definitely can get that +2 and everything with that, with the physical chem slot. So that's something else you guys can look forward to. But I wanted to touch base because I get so many different questions, and I try to make sure I give you guys as much information as possible, so that way you're moving along the lines of not trying to lose money, because I don't want any of my viewers to lose anything. But it's very, very difficult when we try to invest in a promo that we don't really know what we're going to get out of it. And this is another thing that's similar to it, because I've seen a lot of disappointment with the things that you guys have tweeted me or what you've responded in some of the videos. And I understand we were looking for more names, different things with the promo. But after the ultimate thing is, we don't know what's coming promo to promo. And at some point, everybody is going to get what they actually want. So with that being said, as we continue to move forward, it's going to be a situation where it's like, okay, at some point we're going to get a player that we want, right? It might not be this promo, it might be the next promo, but guess what? We still have to make money off the promos, especially by no money spent players. Like you guys tell me all the time, yo, Gmi, thank you for giving you guys the insight on, how to do things without having to spend as much money. Pretty much you guys do the level up packs for like the, the level up packs usually go for like $350 now. They do the weekly $5 pack for the weekly elite. I've only done that like twice, but when you get an opportunity to get free stuff, you got to utilize it as best as possible. So getting back to the bats now, say you don't want any of the free cards that they're giving you. You're going to have to figure out what you want to do. Do you want to go ahead and try to, exchange the bats for, speed, strength, perception, and go complete some sets and sell those cards? Do you want to, figure out a way to get some of the cards through, using skill, whatever like that? And then use what you get from some, the weekend league and the house rules and all that other stuff going into next week to try to combine everything and then make something out of it. How do you want to utilize it? Because remember, when they do the exchange rate for the bats, I don't know if they're going to give us a lot of stuff, because remember, they know, like when they look at the way that people are spending and what they're doing, they know the value of certain things. Like Snow gave us a pretty decent ratio last year in 19, but we had other ratios that were really disgusting. So pretty much Cam Newton, Earl Thomas, like these are not highly sought after players. So, like these dudes are going for like 250, 240, like it's very, very cheap. So when you amount to 47,000 bats, does it really add up to anything? So these are the things that you could probably try to do. You could go ahead and try to use it there. I don't think you could do it anyplace else, but you could use it right here. You could wait to see what else comes out, if they're going to be releasing more information, maybe a limited, something like that, that'll kind of float your boat. But I don't think they're going to go outside of the lines with the way that you complete Peyton Manning. You're going to have to get the top players and put them in there, and it's going to probably be the same way with perception, strength, and all that other foolishness that's going on. So these things right here, that's one way that you can utilize it, and then go back into your actual, your team sets, and then try to figure out the best case scenario. But that's why I told you guys to kind of wait it out, because a lot of you guys are like, yo, bro, I got so many bats. What am I doing? This promo, yo, you see what I'm saying? Now it's like, all right, what am I going to do with it? And again, you can try to go around and, buy crafting materials with the bats and try to create a Tyler Lockett. But I told you, with the way that it amounts to everything, it's not going to amount to much for you. By the time you finish getting all this stuff, if you didn't get a lot of it from just grinding the solos or playing, house rules, this is going to cost you too much, right? Now, the other thing that you guys were asking about, what about the lower level players? What about a Dante Fowler, a 81 overall card that you could keep making and keep, selling back or whatever? What about a Tevin Coleman, who's an 85 overall? This is the thing, right? When you look at the market and you figure what you already have, it's going to be your determination, because if you have to go through what I have to do right now and use like 4,000 something bats to get these speed things done along those lines, and then try to figure out, you know, the 95 times 3 with that skill, would it amount to something that's worth it? You see what I'm saying? Like, everybody's bank account is set up differently. Like, I'm not trying to go crazy and just do whatever and keep, you know what I'm saying, like doing whatever I want. I'm definitely 100% not doing that. So it has to make sense for me. So if you guys have like a million bats or a gazillion bats, technically speaking, if they don't put out anything that's worth it for that currency, because even with everything that's out now, Peyton Manning is not going to be that expensive, because the Andrew Luck Redux and all these other cards are probably, you would say, better than him. The only thing is he get that field general, and that field general is clutch. So that's a whole different avenue, because being able to put post routes, corners, all that stuff on all your receivers at the quarterback position, in my opinion, is extremely valuable, which is why Aikman is still my quarterback right now, when a lot of you guys thought I would be rate selling him effective immediately sooner, because he gives me so many different options to do what I want. It's very, very easy for me to do certain things. Okay, so, you know, you could go ahead and you could dabble around with these things and try to figure out, but overall, it's not really much you're going to be able to get out of the bats right now. It's just not going to happen. So for me right now, you're going to have to go with the safest choice and the easiest way for you to actually make the currency. And in my opinion, for you to do that, you're going to have to probably go with trying to complete the different sets inside the store, or hear me out, you can try, if you completed the house rules, to actually see what you get after you get the 92. I guess you could complete Ray Lewis and then get more bats, and then come in here and try to do different things with the bats inside the most feared store when phase 2 drops. When, like hear me out, wait until phase 2 drops and you can try to get an 88 overall player. But honestly, like, to use it for this would be a joke, because remember, it's gonna be 250, 240 each time for 47,000. Okay, this right here, when they add the other players in, maybe you get a little bit more. Maybe they add something else that gives value to it, but it's very, very difficult, because if this was like a 77 plus for bats, that'll be cool. But you see what they did? They made it for training. So that kind of messed us up, you know, more, because if they would have made this for bats, we would be eating crazy with the amount of 92s you guys were pulling out of this set, but they got you with the training. So just keep that in mind. I would wait it out, see what happens with whatever they added to the store with the newer players, and then we'll go from there. But just keep in mind, you're gonna, even if you want to keep the player, you know, does it have benefit? Make sure it's a power-up, because Tariq Cohen, you know, he's a power-up, Keanu Neal's a power-up, AJ Green is a power-up, but Zadarius Smith is not a power-up. So just pay attention to those key things, because that will determine going forward exactly how much you're going to make and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the players that you have some kind of value. And this back currency is not really uplifting right now with the players that are available. All right, so that's where we are right now. Look out for more information about those solos and going forward with the free player. Some of you guys might want to risk it and just hold on to the player, thinking that it's a phase 3, but I do not think a phase 3 is confirmed. If it is, let me know in the comments, because then you could probably hold out more and probably get a little bit more for your bats. But right now, you're very, very limited with the way that it is, because it costs way too much to complete any of these 92 overalls. All right, guys, so I'm going to see you guys and girls soon. I will get you out some more content as soon as possible. If you haven't already, check out GmiasWorld Gaming on YouTube for more full gameplays, including house rules and different things like that. Weekend League, that some of you guys are asking about as well. You get everything full and uncut, whether I win, lose, or draw. It is what it is. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Give me your thought about part 2 to Weekend, well, not Weekend League, but part 2 to Most Feared in the comment section as well. Until next time, one love.